What's up, Wayne Barron here with DarkFix.net, and we are inside of Microsoft Excel, and I'm actually doing something for my mother. She recently got robbed. Somebody broke into her storage area and stole a lot of merchandise, so she's got to do an inventory of everything that had gotten stolen. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating an inventory list for her so that she can go through. She's already got everything on paper, but she wants to make it look just a little bit more professional and easier to read. And so anyway, I'm going to create this sheet for her, and then she's going to have at it and type in all of her information into it. So what we got to do here is that we got to look at several different factors. We got to look at the unit price. We got to look at the quantity on hand of each of the items that she had, and then we're going to get our total for these two columns here. So what we're going to do is that it's simple like this. Okay, we're going to type in here is let's just type in kids boots, and then we're going to tab over. As you can see, when we tabbed over, it automatically took our calculations and dropped them down. So what we're going to do is that we're going to type in let's just say 25, 25, and we have 2 on hand. And then once we go over, it automatically calculates our one above it to what our quantity is here with our price, and it gives us our total. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and jump over here to our clean sheet. Okay, so let's come over here, and we want to choose this one. Go ahead and type in equal, and then we want to come over here. We want our unit price, so we're going to click here, and it's automatically going to put D5 up here. Come up here, we're going to type in hold down shift 8, type into the aristocrat, which is a multiplication symbol. There we go. And then we click on our E5. Alright, this right here is going to look at our unit price, and then it's going to times our quantity in stock, and then we're going to add a plus, and then we're going to click on the one above here. So it's going to be D5 times E5 plus F4. So what that's going to do is that it's going to look at our unit price. It's going to say, okay, it's $2.25. We have 2 on hand, so that's going to be $4.50. So then it's going to put in that. So now let's click on enter. Okay, so we can easily come over here, select this box here, and we got our plus sign. Drag our plus sign down. Now this right here is going to add everything here. So now we can come over here and we can say, okay, we have $2.25. We have 5 on hand, and then it's automatically going to put 11.25. Okay, then we're going to come over here. It's going to be at 3.24. Then we've got 5 on hand, and it's going to be 27.45. But if we look down here, we see that it's also adding it in every row underneath. We don't want it to do that. So let's go ahead and get back out of here. Okay, let's come back over here to our original. We want to come up here, we want to type in an if statement. Now, I learned this right here by watching a video by Excel's Fun. And so, I'll have the link in the description below for that video. He did a really good job, picked up on this information really quick, and it comes in really handy. Okay, so what we want to do is that we want to type in the if statement. So it's going to be if, okay, our logical test is right here. This guy explains it a lot better than I do, so I'm just going to go through this. What we want to do is that we want to look at something that is going to exist. And what's going to exist is our name field. So our name is always going to be there. We're always going to have a name here. So let's go ahead and click on name. So it's going to be right here. So this is going to be our name, equal. Okay, but if the name is nothing there, then it's going to be double quotes. So that double quotes is going to say, okay, it's empty. So if it's empty, then we are going to replace our subtotal with an empty again. Then we're going to add in a comma, or we can say this right here exists. So with this information right here, we will get our total if it exists. Now as you can see, there's nothing there. So let's come over here. We're going to type in boots. Come over. As you can see, it automatically put a 0 right here. So now let's do 5.25 and 5. Whoops. And then it's automatically going to put it at 26.25. Now if we come over here and we type in here, it's not going to put nothing there because it does not exist over here. We've got to have something that exists right here in order to get it right here. So we come over here, we do hats. And now we do 5. But it's not there. The reason why it's not there is that we've got to spread our formula across all rows in the column. Mouse not working right. So then we come over here, we just double click. It's going to add it into there. So we want to add it into all rows within our column. So we just drag this down. So we're going to drag it all the way down as far as you want to go with it, all the way into the 2000s. Okay, so as you can see here, it has our formula, excuse me, all the way into our 2000s. So then we come back up here, and as long as we have something in our name, let's say women's boots, it automatically drops it down, but it doesn't calculate because we haven't added in our value. So our value is 89.69, and then we have 2 on hand. So then it's going to calculate this right here and add in the above total for this one. That is how we do a add, or not a add, a multiplication. So we take a price, we multiply that by whatever the value is in our quantity in stock, and then we look over here and we make sure that something is there, and then we add in our total. See, that way we don't have a bunch of lines of this right here showing down below when there's nothing here. Alright, Wayne Barron here with DarkFX.net inside of Microsoft Excel. Y'all have a good one now. Bye-bye.